What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and there is just so much going on in the world right now that it's hard to keep up with. And I'm a one-man operation. There's not another single soul out there that helps me with this channel, or my other channel, or my other channel, or my Instagram, or my Twitter account, or the various other things I do in life. I'm a one-man operation. Therefore, I don't have enough time in the day to make a video about every news story that breaks. There's only so many videos I can put out a week, and I'm doing the best I can. And as my channel continues to grow, I have new goals that I would like to reach. But my number one goal is, and has always been, and will always be, to make sure that at the very least, my main goal is to make sure that my viewers are never caught off guard when the powers that be decide to pull something tricky. Like what happened to all of us a few years ago, when they shut the world down, when they put everyone on lockdown. This caught a lot of people off guard. I know a lot of people who lost their businesses, who lost everything. People were losing jobs left and right. You had parents that didn't know what they were going to do with their kids because suddenly, for the first time in their lives, their kids were permanently out of school. And the powers that be that decided to lock everyone down, they just decided, hey, we don't care if you can keep up with your job and pay your bills. We're going to keep your kids home, and they got to learn from home. You got to go buy them a new laptop, a new computer, a new tablet, a new this, a new that. I looked around me a few years ago, and I saw that almost everyone was caught off guard. But I wasn't. The people who were close to me weren't necessarily caught off guard either. Now, it was an interesting time. No one knew exactly what was going to happen, but if you were paying attention like I was, the world leaders, the powers that be, they were telling you their plans all along. So when people felt like it came out of nowhere when they said, oh, it's time to shut the economy down, a lot of people never even fathomed that could happen. But they were telling you. They were sitting down in these big meetings having conversations about this for weeks and months and even years before it happened. If you knew where to look, if you were paying attention, if you took their word for it, and you listened to what these world leaders had to say, you already knew what their plans were. You already knew what was coming. And I want to make sure that if anything like that ever happens again, I want to make sure that at the very least, I can't prepare everyone in the world, but at the very least, I want my viewers prepared. And I want everyone to understand it's not like I'm something special. It's not like I have all of this crazy inside information that no one else has access to. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world or anything like that. I'm simply willing to pay attention. I'm willing to put in the time to learn, to research. And that's something that a lot of people aren't willing to do in today's day and age. And a lot of people just simply don't have time. You're caught up with work, your kids, your different priorities. You don't have time to keep up with all of the dark and twisted stuff that these people are doing behind the scenes. And in recent history, it's not behind the scenes anymore. As I said, it's not like I'm sitting here like I'm some type of a savior. It's not like I'm Nostradamus and I can see the future. I just listen to what these world powers, these world leaders, I listen to what these elite, powerful people have to say. And if you listen to what they have to say, and if you take their word for it, then you're going to know what's going to happen in the near future. Because they don't hide it anymore. They're right out there in the open. That's how bold they are. And just like they were out there in the open a few years ago telling you that there was going to be a new illness and they were going to shut down the world, they are out here once again doing the same thing now. Let's go ahead and take a look.
History teaches us that the next pandemic is a matter of when, not if. It may be caused by an influenza virus or a new coronavirus, or it may be caused by a new pathogen we don't even know about yet, or what we call disease X. There has been a lot of attention on disease X, especially recently. But in fact, it's not a new thing. We first used the term disease X in 2018. It was just the same time I spoke here in this government summit in 2018. And we used disease X as a placeholder for a disease we don't even know about yet, but for which we can nonetheless prepare. COVID-19 was a disease X, a new pathogen causing a new disease. But there will be another disease X, or a disease Y, or a disease Z. And as things stand, the world remains unprepared for the next disease X and the next pandemic.
You know, I think there's a good bit of people out there that have a misunderstanding when it comes to my channel. Sometimes people may see my thumbnail, they'll see the title of the video, and they'll think, oh, Cinema Shogun must think this. Cinema Shogun says this. Cinema Shogun thinks that. Cinema Shogun thinks they're going to lock down, the world again. Cinema Shogun thinks there's going to be a new disease and this and that. But the reality is, this is not my thoughts and opinions that I just form out of nowhere. It's not like I wake up and take a shower and think, hey, I'm just going to randomly put out this video talking about some nonsense that I created in the back of my head today. That's not how this works. The only reason I think that we may be locked down again, the only reason I think there's going to be another big outbreak or something like what we experienced a few years ago, the only reason I think that is because they're out here openly telling us this all of the time, every chance they get. Every couple of weeks, there's a new big conference, a new big meeting, right? Where the world leaders all gather together and they talk about how there's going to be a disease X that's going to be so deadly and we're going to have to lock people down. We're going to have to restrict people from doing this. We're going to have to inject people with, all types of medications that we haven't even done proper, research or testing on. It's not like I'm just sitting here coming up with theories about what may happen. It's not like I'm sitting here just feeding you all my opinions about this stuff. I'm simply here telling you what they're telling us. So when you click on a video like this one, understand, it's not me telling you what I think is going to happen. It's me telling you what these people are saying. As I said earlier in the video, this is not a big secret anymore. They don't try to hide this stuff. They literally live stream themselves talking about it. Long gone are the days where they would have these secret conversations behind the scenes because they knew that people were smart back then. They knew that people would find out that there was something wrong. They knew that people had common sense. Common sense has gone out the window. So these powerful people, they get off on the fact that they sit down on YouTube, just like I'm on YouTube right now, and they live stream these mega conferences with Bill Gates and the World Economic Forum, Schwab, all of these different people, Soros, all of these different people, they have these big meetings. They talk about what they're going to do right out there in the open. And all I'm trying to do is report to you all, to let you know, hey, to give it a signal boost. Hey, this is not Cinema Shogun's personal opinions or feelings. This is simply something that Cinema Shogun came across. Here is a video of these people telling you what they plan on doing. Here's a video of these people telling you that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they decide to release another deadly, crazy, whatever the hell they're cooking up in their labs right now onto the world. I don't know where we went wrong as a society. I don't know at what point did grown adults become like, it became impossible for grown adults to decipher between what's an opinion and what is fact. If I sit down and I say, I think this and this is this and this and this is going to happen, that's an opinion. If I sit down and I show you a clip of what these people are saying, and I basically reiterate what they're saying to give the message to you all, this is not information I created. I didn't call up Bill Gates and the World Economic Forum and tell them, oh, let's have a big meeting about a mystery disease. I don't have that much power. I'm just a guy in my room paying attention more than other people are paying attention. And I'm trying to bring this information to you all. And I don't understand why some people become so defensive. They want to shoot the messenger. You want to get mad at me like it's me spreading conspiracies. As if you didn't watch the clip where the guy is telling you out his own mouth what the plans are, what's going to happen. It's not a secret anymore. These people are planning and they're plotting on the next big thing they can do to shut the world down, to take your rights away, to make sure that you're not able to freely live your life. They're doing this out in the open. They're having the meetings out in the open. Unfortunately, people like me who are trying to bring attention to this, we're being ridiculed and attacked on a daily basis by a bunch of brain-dead idiots that can't seem to understand that this isn't a conspiracy that people created in their bedrooms. No. The most powerful people in the world are all gathering together talking about this stuff on live streams. Anyone can go watch it. So I don't know why people are so afraid to go watch it. They'll attack people like me, but they won't spend 5 minutes to simply sit down and watch what these people are saying. Because if you do, it should freak you out. Because it's not like they're coming together and discussing anything good. They all seem to believe that something big and crazy is going to happen. It's going to be worse than the last one. We're going to have to take people's rights away and make them stay at home and inject them with this and that. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. But at the very least, if you're one of my viewers, if you watch my videos, you shouldn't be caught off guard when they try to pull it again. Because it worked the first time, I think it will work again. You may think it won't, but we're surrounded by a lot of stupid people. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so via Cash App. I'll have my Cash App in the pinned comment. You could also help the channel by subscribing, sharing the video, all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.